Once upon a time, there was a young girl called Ellen Beatrix Potter, who was used to spend her holidays with her family in the Lake District. And from the beginning, she loved this place and thought that it was the most pleasant countryside in the world. There, she was free to do the things she loved more. That was walking, catching, drawing, paintings, writing letters, and then writing books. Talking about her books, she was able to use her pictures and drawings as frames for the characters of her books. And these books arrived in the houses of the children of all over the world. And they arrived in my house as well. I was so fascinated by the stories and by the picture that I promised to myself to go to the Lake District and visit it. So I literally follow Beatrix Potter footprints and visited it. I was in near Surrey at Buckle Heath, where the Tom Kitten and the Pie and the Patty Pan took place. I had lunch where the Jemima Puddle Duck take place at the Bank Arm pub. And I was at East Wyke country house looking to the East Waite water that appears in the tale of Mr. Jeremy Fisher. And then to Derwent Water, looking the fells beyond the lake, as was in the tale of Nat King Squirrel. Then I visited the kitchen garden of the Lincoln estate. It is supposed to be the one that inspired Beatrix for the Mr. McGregor's garden in the tale of Peter Rabbit. So in this way, I could understand better this wonderful woman and know this very nice landscape. Beatrix Potter was a very good student. I'm a teacher, so I can say it. She was very accurate in taking notes and writing things, in observing nature and do sketches of it, and carried out experiments as well to know how nature works. And I hope that our students could have, in Beatrix Potter life and results, an example and try to follow her and even to be better of her if it's possible. And she was a good student as well when she was an adult, because in her second life as Mrs. Ellis, she started to study again gardening, farming, sheep breeding, and so she did at that time what we now call lifelong learning. And at the same time, she was a very good teacher as well. And through her artworks, we have learned a lot from her, especially to appreciate and love the natural world and landscape that surround us, to have passions and interest, to put energy and strong commitment in the things that we do, to have a vision of things, to work hard, with determination to pursue our dream and put it in practice, to share our ideals, not to be weak because we are not alone, but we are with the other people of the community, of the other members of the communities, and to leave traces, footprints for the new generation. In 1906, she started to write a lot of letters to her friend Millie Warne about her new garden at Hilltop. This information with the picture of her books and some pictures helped the National Trust to restore the garden in 1980. she used a lot of local varieties for the crops of her garden, we can use her studies and her paintings to talk about biodiversity, sustainability, health food nowadays. As a matter of fact, the United Nations made an Act Now campaign called Be a Food Hero Like Peter Rabbit, using this character to reach the goals of the global development. We can say that Beatrix Potter was a very modern woman, and she was financially independent, and so she used all the money to buy farms and land, and she left everything to the National Trust. She was very fond of landscape, and she knew the importance of preserving it. So we know that landscape is not only a heritage, but is a common resource. So we have not only to preserve it, but to start to make some small changes to improve it. Beatrix knew it because she was not a passive preservationist. We have to work with people, especially young people, and to make them know their territory and have aims and make proposals about it. We have to promote the education of beauty based on curiosity, discovery, knowledge promotion, consciousness promotion, that are the basis of the change. Beauty is not only watching what is beautiful, but also understanding the potential of beauty through small interventions. If we want to live in a sustainable world, we don't have to wait. We have to observe, to move, to act. And Beatrice knew it very well. And when she knew that you don't have to move alone, but in a community. This is the reason because she was a member and a founder of many local and national communities. And I think that the education is a strategic tool to start with. So I read a piece of her letter. It is a pleasure to me to see young people enjoying the land, and that I love so well, she wrote to the Girl Guide leader. And I feel as though the beauty of my own woods and fields might have been a bit wasted if it had not been useful to oppressive campers and holidaymakers. She took part to many campaigns that today we will call against global warming or stop the climate change or save the environment from uncontrolled development. She supported the National Trust and left other goods to it and consequently to us. She has contributed to keep herding sheep integral to fair farming, and this was recognized by Slow Food as well, the international association founded in Italy in 1986 that had put herding sheep in the Ark of Taste, where the traditional products, local breeds and know-how are collected since they belong to the communities that have preserved them over time. The 23rd and 24th of September are the European Heritage Days. So I supposed to be here to take the baton from Beatrix and pass it to the people who are listening to me. Don't give up the fight to live in a beautiful and sustainable world. Thanks, Beatrix, for what you have taught to me and to us. Let's go forward.